Greetings, it is I, Shepherd Chang. TLDR. I've had a good bit of depression, and depression affects my creativity. There's the short version. If that was all you wanted to hear, go ahead and leave. If you want to hear more, stick around. So, I'm recording this on April 28th. It's a little after noon at the moment. So yeah, with the Cinder revealing herself as just a standard business-minded sociopath over the weekend, and a little over an hour ago, VShojo revealed that Tarakan is leaving them. I figure it's about time I made this video. I've been thinking about making this video for the last year or so. Yeah, I figured probably about the right time. So in 2021, 2022, and 23, I was making some handful of funny VTuber videos. Basically a compilation of out-of-context clips strung together in an amusing manner. And I enjoyed making those. I did. Still do. Still find them fairly funny, except for that first one, which just overall wasn't that great and was way too long. But that's not important. What is important is that when I say depression is creating my creativity, I could easily just make another channel, shit out half a dozen videos a day that are just 10-minute long clips of VTuber streams with subtitles and a shitty thumbnail, and maybe I could even make money off of that. I really do not want to do crap like that. No, that's... Other people can do that shit. I do not want to do that. YouTube has always been a hobby for me. I've long since accepted the fact that I'll never have any kind of success or be able to make money off of it. No, when I was making the VTuber videos, they were for entertainment purposes. The videos I already said that I find that funny. Mine is already rambling, blast it all. Focus. Alright, focus. Again, part of the reason depression involving the VTuber stuff is just that I've been paying attention to a whole lot of VTubers in these last 5 years. And a lot of them are gone. Yeah, a lot of them that I liked are gone. I literally put in the comments of one of the videos I made in 2023 that the entire reason I made that video was because one of the people I put in it was retiring. I wanted to get it out before they retired, because I feel kind of uncomfortable using clips of VTubers that have retired. It just doesn't feel right. Like, I still have clips of Ryusei Nova. Yeah, like that. Yes, I'm aware of who Ryusei Nova is currently. I'm not going to go into that. You want to talk about it, do it in the comments. Feed engagement or whatever the fuck. Yeah, even just putting that in, it just feels kind of icky. Not because of her stuff, but just, like, when I say creativity with the VTuber videos, like, all of them that I've made, even that first way too long one, all of them are a series of jokes using out-of-context clips. And I'm bringing this up right now because of one really great out-of-context clip that I got of someone who now has a new identity. He went by Barry the Bugbear. I got a great clip of him in, God, was that 2022, 2021? I don't even remember. Here it is.
I almost said it. I'll still say it because it's funny, but we'll gather all the goblin VTubers so we can go here and all eat some goblin cock. Oh, that's funny. This place looks great, though.
You see what I mean? That's funny. That was really damn funny. And it gave me an idea to make an entire video only featuring goblin VTubers. Yes, there are more than enough VTubers who use VTubers that are some sort of goblin to make an entire video only featuring them. And it was an idea I had kicking around in my head for a fair minute. Um, like I said, I don't actually remember when I got that clip. I'll look it up and put that on the screen while I'm editing this video. But I basically let that video idea go for too long, and by the time I was ready to make it, I realized that Barry hadn't been streaming for the last 3 months. And when I started looking things, I realized that he was gone. His Twitter was gone. I'm not a part of any social circles to find out what happened to him. And then eventually, I think it was the end of that year, he had an identity elsewhere. Yes, you can just look it up. I'm not going to say. And stuff like that, it just happens in the VTuber space. Like, it's not even like I'm upset about it or something. He seems like he's been pretty successful there, and I'm glad. But just stuff like that. I have a whole bunch of ideas. Like one of the people I've been following for years, Wooly Versus. I don't even remember when it was, but he started doing streams where he did react videos, and he's expressed that he doesn't particularly enjoy VTubers. I was literally going to create a VTuber video all around fighting games, submit it to him just to troll him. Like, here's a clip.
Don't you know that Musk when you walk into a fighting game tournament venue?
Yeah, that was going to be in there somewhere, and like, it's very easy to find VTubers who do fighting game stuff. A little bit harder to make jokes out of the stuff, just because, generally speaking, when they're playing fighting games, they're focusing on the fighting games, and it's not a whole lot to make jokes of, but, I mean, it's certainly possible. And I will say that, before I forget about it, because my mind is already all over the place with this, is that back in 2023, when I stopped doing the VTubers videos, Twitch didn't have the functionality where you could just download clips. You had to go to a third-party thing to download clips from Twitch, which is just baked in now. Yeah, that wasn't there. I didn't even know that was there till like a month ago. Yeah. So yeah, just so many ideas that, for various reasons, just fell by the wayside, and then just bouts of severe depression and when I say I mentioned that I follow a lot of VTubers, and like I just mentioned that my brain is all over the place. My memory sucks ass. Apparently that's really common for people with ADHD. Like, I constantly forget things while I'm doing them, and I cannot keep track of all the VTubers I've encountered. I literally started making a list. I'm gonna put this up on screen how about now? Okay, so this is the list. You should be able to see my cursor. You should be able to see the scroll bar and the line section down here. So this is a Windows Notepad document. I'm not gonna try to go through this not too slow. It's you can tell by the scroll bar that this is not exactly a small list. So I started this list in 2021 to help me keep track of VTubers that I had encountered. And this is mostly English-speaking VTubers on Twitch. There are some non-English-speaking VTubers. I keep them at the bottom for the most part. And that's primarily because I'm only really fluent in English. And while I've got no problem watching non-English-speaking VTubers, I don't really understand what they're saying or doing half the time, so, you know. Part of the reason this list is so long is just because there was a period when I was just encountering 3 or 4 new VTubers every day. And I literally mean every day. Yeah, it's just... the list has gotten long. And I tried to keep notes and stuff like name changes when I can, when people have retired and stuff, but it's just become too much. This is mostly in the order I've encountered them after editing and stuff. Seriously, at one point I had Rose Doodle's name on here in 3 separate places. That's just how difficult of time have had keeping track of this stuff. And, yeah, you are seeing a couple places the words entry removed. So over time I've encountered a few VTubers who were... let's say they've done some things that I consider to be morally reprehensible. I'm not going to say who they are. You can come to your own conclusions on that shit. I'm not giving them any attention because fuck them. Yeah, like, I've only just reached like the halfway point of this list. And I've just noticed a name that I first encountered in 2022. So yeah, that should give you a little bit of perspective there. What else can I say about this list? Jeez. Well, hopefully it's all recording properly. Hopefully it's at least somewhat readable. Black text on white background ain't exactly great, but, you know, it's what I can do on this computer. Let's see. What else? What can I think of to say? Honestly, I don't know. I noticed that the line count isn't updating when I'm scrolling down through this. But you'll be able to see that at the end, and I'll read it out in case you can't. Yeah, Oh, how about how there are a whole bunch of really well-known VTubers' names that you won't see on this list if you go through it, because the list was made to help me remember them, and I was able to remember them. In the case of some of these guys, I don't really need them on the list anymore because, hey, I do remember them. It's been so long. Okay, there's the end of the list. Now, final line in the document. Line 2202. So yeah, that list has over 2,000 names. 2,000. And that's just Twitch. There is no realistic way for me to keep track of all the VTubers I've encountered. I remember towards the end of 2022, I think it was, someone had raided into a VTuber that's name I didn't recognize. Oh, who is this? This person isn't on the list. Why do I have 1,000 channel points for them? It's just like, how? Like, I swear, people change their names when, if you're not aware, when you change your channel name on Twitch, even though it's still the same channel, it changes the URL, and the old URL becomes, oh, sorry, that no longer exists. That's happened so many times. Like, I can't keep track of so much stuff in this. An easy example, fairly well-known VTuber, LXOX is current name she uses. When I first encountered her, the name she used on Twitch was Call Me L. And I was paying attention to her, and then that disappeared because she had changed it to L with a random series of numbers, seemingly. And then that disappeared, and it became LXOX, which is what she's been using for... Was that... I think that was 2021? I think? I don't know, it's been so long. My memory is shit, I don't remember. Yeah, so many stuff like name changes and stuff in there, and just people disappearing. I just can't keep track of it all. And that goes back into people retiring. Like, there are so many people I was paying attention to, and they basically just disappeared, and I have no idea. And even people that I do know that they're gone. Like Puppy Mocha.
Oh, goodness me! Oh, it's time to get pregnant.
Yes, that clip. I've used it so many times. Don't worry about it. She was very entertaining. She has seemingly completely retired. She announced in 2023 that she was going back to a job outside of streaming and that she would stop streaming result, but she would probably be back. She didn't come back. That's okay. Like, that's life. Just so much stuff. And it's just stuff like that. It really just, all this stuff just really affects your mind in ways you don't really expect it to sometimes. And like I said, I could just shit out low effort content really, really easily. Back when I was a bit more consistent with my YouTube stuff, back in 2016, a lot of that was shit. Completely honest here, it was garbage. I just did not put enough effort into it, and I could do higher effort stuff. I could fake my reactions, be super energetic, and just completely burn myself out utterly the way I don't want to. Yeah, one of the things I realized with the VTuber videos that I make, how many of you even understand the jokes? Like, one of the things I was doing for a while was that I was trying to show VTubers, VTubers that were reacting to stuff on stream, the funny videos, because I thought they might enjoy it. Because, hey, I think it's funny. And, like, some of the people that were watching, that I did get to watch them, just didn't seem to understand the jokes. Like, did I make them too high concept? Like, here's like 20 or 30 seconds of a couple of clips edited together.
Are you fucking high?
What is he doing?
He's doing it.
I'll do some ASMR real quick. You ready?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Never mind. I guess I won't do any ASMR.
He's not doing it.
Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Yeah, like that wasn't too hard to understand, was it? I mean, it seems like such a simple little joke. It's just a few seconds of stuff put together. Like, I know I've been told that I have a bit of a weird sense of humor at times, but like that wasn't hard to understand, was it? Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, one of the VTuber videos I made apparently got a little bit more traction than some of the others, and I got a lot of really weird comments by people that very clearly did not understand that it was humor. Like, enough that it annoyed me enough that I actually had to put in the description that it was intended to be humorous. Like, it's just stuff like that too. Like, look, hey, here's another idea I had. There are so many IRL streamers who had public identities who have become VTubers, whether full-time or part-time. Like here's a funny clip about one of the streamers that I pay attention to who is primarily doing a VTuber stream now.
What part of your avatar bounced uncontrollably? Oh, the cock! You can't see it. It's never gonna be on screen because of Twitch TOS, but the cock.
He's talking about his VTuber model there. Like, that's easy enough to understand, right? Like, out of context, it could be about anything, but if in the context of a video involving clips of people who had public identities who have become VTubers, that would have been easy enough to understand, right? Right? Like, it just... Sometimes it really just feels like I just overestimate the intelligence of people on YouTube. Of course, it's not like it's entirely the viewer's fault or something. Like when I talk about I made it too high concept. When you watch some of the videos, you will notice certain colors in the background in which I am talking, which VTuber clips aren't on the screen. It's just me talking. I'm going to put those backgrounds up on this so you can tell what I mean. That every time I did that, the intention behind that was that those were two different people speaking to each other. I am not a voice actor. I'm not good at voices. Like, I can do stupid voices, sure, but I mean, anyone can do stuff like this. And, you know, that's not... It's just a stupid voice. I never really expressed what any of that was in the videos or anywhere else in an effective way. Like, I completely understand why someone wouldn't understand what the heck that all was about, because, yeah, like, that was definitely something I would call too high concept. But it's like, the jokes should have been easy. I mean, I literally made an entire video that was, the entire joke was lowbrow humor. That was the joke. I just... Like, sometimes it's just like, am I being too creative or am I being not creative enough? Yeah, it's just... I just don't know. All this stuff has been happening. All the ideas that I want to do, they just never seem to work out quite the way I want them to, and it just really gets me down, you know? Like, my creative endeavors amount to nothing, basically. And even the stuff, when I do think of them, it just doesn't pan out, and yeah. Have I said everything I plan to say? Maybe, kinda. Honestly, again, it's just so hard to know. I've been thinking about this stuff for the last year, and even when I'm doing it, I'm not getting it quite right. Like, yeah, if you actually listened this far, I was all over the place. Even though I knew what I wanted to do, I still didn't do it in an effective manner. Yeah, I'll go ahead and end it here. For me personally, depression is the enemy of creativity, and life sucks, you know? Yeah. This is most likely the last VTuber video I'm going to make. Except possibly that I might turn that it's not little, the list of VTubers into some sort of video, like I just scroll through it slowly or something without talking, no sound. Maybe. Been thinking about that. If you're interested, post a comment or some shit. I don't know, I don't really care too much about engagement, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, okay. I think that's more than enough. I'm Shepard Chong. Goodbye.